Hey, what's going on, everybody? John here with WikiGameGuides, and I'm here in downtown LA, and the first day of E3 is over. The show floor has been open, and I got to walk around all the booths and see a lot of different games and see a lot of the stuff that they previewed quickly during the press conferences, and actually get my hands on with quite a few of the games that I've been anticipating playing for a long time, and I'm sure you guys have too. But what really jumped out to me was after the first day was how different the company. So in the video I posted yesterday, I talked about who won the press conferences, Sony versus Microsoft, and I said Sony. But in this video, I want to talk about uh, who who's winning the show floor, Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo. And I didn't include Nintendo in the last one because their press conference hadn't gone on yet. Uh, and from what I saw, they actually had quite a bit of good news out of their press conference. And their show floor, what they're showing, what you can get your hands on, I think is probably it's very close to being the best of the three. Um, so here's here's what I've done is I made a little list of all the different games um, that the three major companies have available to play or to see on the show floor, and I'm going to rank Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo based on what they actually have available to play. So things like uh, like Crackdown 2 or Crackdown 3 or whatever they're going to call that Crackdown that Microsoft had, that's not available to play or even see like a demonstration of it. So that's not really helping Microsoft in this case. But basically, I'm I'm going to say that I think Sony has the best show floor, uh, followed very closely by Nintendo. And Bloodborne is the only reason that Sony's winning, in my opinion, over Nintendo. If they didn't have Bloodborne out there, I think Nintendo would have won. I hope all this construction noise isn't too bad for the recording of the audio on this. Anyway, and then Xbox is last by a long shot. They have a really poor showing on the floor this year. There is nothing from Halo that's coming out in a couple months. Like I was really excited to see what this new Halo Master Chief collection is going to be like, but there's nothing. They have nothing Halo out there. So anyway, I'm going to go over the highlights for what the three different major console developers have on the show floor. Sony, there's a line to play Project Morpheus, which I'm going to do today. I didn't get a chance to use it yet, but I'm really curious to see what that's like compared to the Oculus Rift. The Order, 1886, Destiny, The Crew, Little Big Planet 3, Bloodborne, which I haven't seen yet either, but I'm going to do that today. Drive Club, Far Cry 4, and a ton of indie games. So, again, to explain, like these are games that you can see in live action, either through like a guided demo, or actually play yourself. So, things like Uncharted don't count for Sony right now because they're not on the show floor ready to be seen. Nintendo, closely behind. And interestingly enough, Nintendo and Sony had almost no Vita, or I don't think I saw a single Vita on the show floor, and the only 3DS stuff was for Smash Brothers. Anyway, Nintendo had a ton of Smash Brothers stuff, Hyrule Warriors, Mario Maker, which looks incredible. I can't wait for that game to come out. I can't believe it's taken them this long to come out with the Mario Maker type of game. It's so cool just seeing like you run a little bit through the level and then you die and then the game pauses and it switches to the creator mode where you can add more enemies or delete enemies or add more blocks or add pipes or add new things to the world. It's really slick how well that Mario Maker works, and if they have a good way of sharing the levels within Mario Maker and a good social system built into it, it could be an amazing game. Mario Party 10 was playable. Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, which actually looked pretty interesting. I had no idea what to expect from that. The new Kirby game, Yoshi's Woolly World, Bayoneta 2, which is coming out pretty soon, and Splatoon had an enormous showing on the show floor at Nintendo. So Nintendo, especially with Hyrule Warriors and Smash Bros. And Mario Party and Mario Maker, in terms of first party games, Nintendo did a really good job this year. And then for Xbox, Sunset Overdrive, which looks really cool. And after seeing a little bit more of it in action, I'm more excited for that game. Forza Horizon 2, no Halo. I still can't believe they have nothing for Halo on the floor. Fable Legends, Evolve, Dying Light, Alien Isolation, which is scary as shit. I got a chance to play that yesterday as well. October is going to be a great month for horror games with Alien Isolation and what's the Bethesda one from the guy that made Resident Evil? I'm drawing a blank on the name. Anyway, I got to see that as well, and that game looks scary as shit. Project Spark, Borderlands, the pre-sequel, which was actually being played on the Xbox 360. They actually have 360s on the show floor. I don't think that there was a single PlayStation 3 on the show floor. Sniper Elite 3, and some indie games. Not a ton of indie games for the Xbox, for the Microsoft booth. So, anyway, yeah, let me know which of the three you guys think is winning the show floor from those titles that I listed there, and from what you've seen from the other media outlets covering E3. So, thanks for watching. Game on.